Okay, here's a typical scenario. You've been sent several CSV files. They've all got the same structure, but the data's different. It could be sales figures, one CSV for each month. It could be HR records, one CSV per region. It could be, well, anything. And you've been asked to combine them together in Excel. So you end up with one long list. How do you do it? Well, one way is to copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Too manual, too much potential for errors. Another option is Power Query, importing the data into Excel from CSV. That's simple, although you do need to know your load from your load to. But then you've got to use append queries to combine them together. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to combine multiple CSV files into a single list in Excel using just one formula. Before you get too excited, this brand new feature is currently only available to users on the beta channel, and at the time of recording, it's not yet available in Excel for Mac or Excel Online. So with that, let's get started. I'll start with a simple example that demonstrates the new function, which is called IMPORTCSV. Here's a CSV file, demo1. If I open it, you can see that it contains 10 rows of data. Of course, in the real world, there could be hundreds or thousands of rows, but 10 is fine for the demo. So I'll just close that. I need the full path to the file, which I can get by right-clicking on the file name and selecting Copy as Path. In Excel, I select a cell, A1 will do, and this cell will be the starting cell for the imported data. And in that cell, I type equals import CSV, open brackets. The first argument, path, is what I just copied, so I will press Ctrl and V to paste. It doesn't matter which option I select from this dialog box because I'm pasting plain text. So because there are no macros, I'll click on Paste Without Active Content. Now there are 3 other arguments to this function, but they're optional. So I'll just close the brackets and press Enter. And as you can see, it's pulled all the data in from the CSV. By the way, if the CSV file gets updated, as long as the path to the file or the file name itself doesn't change, you just need to click Data Refresh All, and what that will do is update the data in Excel. So that's the basics of the import CSV function, but now let's step it up a gear. I have 3 CSV files, demo1, demo2, demo3. For simplicity, each file contains 10 rows of data. And if I just open one of them, I'll open demo1 again. Each file also has headings as the top row. So demo1 is all the people who work in the UK in a fictitious company. Demo2 is the people that work in France. And demo3 is the people who work in the USA. So how can I combine the 3 files together? I'll use the IMPORTCSV function in conjunction with the VSTACK function. Now, if you're not familiar with VSTACK, it lets you combine multiple ranges or tables into a single vertical list. Because all the files have similar names, I'll copy the path to one of them and then amend as needed. So if I just minimize Excel, right click on demo1 and copy as path, and then go back into Excel. And then in A1, I'll put equals VSTACK, open brackets. Now what I'm stacking vertically, as I said, is the contents of the 3 files. So for the first argument of the VSTACK function, I'll put import CSV, open brackets, paste in the path, paste without active content, close the brackets. Then put a comma. The comma is separating the arguments of the VSTACK function. And then again, import CSV, open brackets, paste in the path and paste without active content and change the file name to demo2 and close the brackets, comma, and then the third argument of the VSTACK function again is import CSV, open brackets, paste in the path, paste without active content and change it to demo3 and close the brackets. And then I need final close brackets to close off the VSTACK function. So it's quite a long formula there, and obviously the more CSV files that you want to combine, the longer the formula will be. But I'll press enter. Okay, we're nearly there. We just need to remove the header row from the second and third imports. You can see that it's brought the header in on row 12 and row 23. Luckily, the import CSV function has an argument that lets us do this. So I'll edit the formula, go back to A1 and edit the formula. And what I need to do for the demo2 is after the closing double quotes, put in a comma and type in a 1. That is the skip rows argument, and I'm setting it to 1 to tell it to skip the first row of the CSV. I'll do the same thing with demo3 after the double quotes, put a comma and a 1. And that's it. So I will press enter. And you can see now the headings have gone. They're still there on row 1, but that's because we want them there and we didn't tell it to skip the first row for demo 1. Finally, let's say I only want to import the first name, the surname and the department. Because VSTACK and import CSV have generated a dynamic array, I can't simply delete the columns that I don't want. So if I right click on column C and choose delete, absolutely nothing happens. So what I'll do is wrap the whole formula inside a choose cols function. The choose cols function does what it sounds like. It lets you choose which columns from a range you want. So if I go back to A1 and edit the formula, and after the equals sign, but before the V of VSTACK, type choose cols, open brackets. This is the range that I want it to look at. I want it to choose columns from that range. So then I put a comma, and then I put 1, 2, 4, because I want the first, the second, and the fourth columns from the range that's been generated by that VSTACK function. So the 1, 2, and 4 are arguments of choose cols. Close the brackets and press enter, and there we go. So that's how to combine multiple CSVs together into a single list. Now that doesn't mean that Power Query is redundant. Far from it. Maybe for a simple one-time import from a CSV file, import CSV is quicker. But if you need to clean up or transform data once it's imported, then Power Query is your friend. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, have an excellent day.